Be ready. 5 seconds. Start. Madam Chairman, at the very outset, I would like to thank Sri Dutt, who, through his private members' bill introduced in this House, has proposed to constitute a grains board in order to ensure protection of the crops. He has done a very good thing. The objects and reasons he has enlisted are very significant too. There is need to consider this issue threadbare in the House. Mr. Chairman, Madam, you would have observed, as you have for a long time been a members of the House, that the question of fixing procurement prices of farmers' produce was always raised as and when a discussion on Indian villages and farmers was held in the House. This question has arisen frequently that there has never been as much pressure and lobbying by the farmer or the farmers' organizations in fixing the price of his produce as has been exerted by the commercial groups and institutions. It is unfortunate that the farmers' organizations were not invited and involved in fixing the prices for sugarcane, wheat, paddy, or pulses. This is the reason he has enumerated in his bill. When the farmers' crops start getting ripe, the apex of the paddy and wheat plants downwards with the weight of the ripe crop. The maize is ready for harvest. At that time, the mind of the grocer gets changed because his godowns are empty. The grocer cannot fill his coffers unless he is able to procure the food grains at cheaper rates. So, in order to loot the farmers and fill the godowns and to make profits, he sees that the prices start falling. The problem is that our governments too are handicapped to deal with the grocers and traders strongly. Until the time the produce is harvested and reaches the threshers, its prices fall much below. The board he has referred to must be constituted. Our honorable member has suggested to constitute a board at the central level, and I wish that the government should make more efforts in this direction of constituting such boards both at the central as well as the state levels. I wish that some amendment be made in regard to the suggestion of including the people as members and the chairman of the board as made by Sri Dutt. He has suggested that 3 MPs, some government employees associated with agriculture and irrigation departments, and some central government officers should be included in the board. I would like to say that this should be made more comprehensive and involvement of the farmers in fixing the prices be sought. Madam Chairperson, the disproportions between the price of the produce the farmers sell and the cost of inputs they purchase is the greatest problem that they face today. They have to sell their produce at cheap rates, either owing to their own circumstances or general fall in the market prices. They have to purchase the goods like iron, cement, bamboo, timber, etc., prices of which have been raised 3 to 4 times during the last 3-4 years. The price of bricks was rupee 150 to 200 per thousand 3-4 years ago, but now it is being sold at rupees 1000 per thousand. In these circumstances, you have to see how you can improve farmer's life. He sells his wheat at rupees 180 to 190 per quintal and he has to purchase bricks at rupees 1000 per thousand pieces. Now the rate of the iron rods is rupees 1200 per quintal against rupees 600 3 years back. Cement is now available even on rupees 105 per bag. Then how can we improve his condition? In these adverse circumstances, some way out will have to be found out. Any government which talks of democratic values and of giving protection to the farmers will have to think something for those people. How can we improve the lot of the poor and of those farmers who have not seen any change in their lives? If the farmers do not get remunerative prices on their produce and have to pay high prices for purchasing their requirements, this would break their backbone. The breaking of joint families and the agricultural units and the hike in prices of animals created a situation that persons procuring tractors on rent have to bear high cost on filling and weeding operations, which push up the cost of production, whereas the return is not remunerative. Though I wish to support resolution moved by Sri Dutt, I cannot deny the fact that we have to think over practical difficulties. Though it is not possible today, but government would have to launch a timely program to show that it really thinks about farmers' problems and interests and is concerned about their welfare. We should overcome the practical difficulties in time. In every village or in a big village having a population of 4 to 5,000, a warehouse, a cold storage and a panchayat should be provided to enable the farmers to store their agricultural produce safely and not sell it at throw away prices.